Hey guys, I know a lot of you have been waiting impatiently for part 2 of games available from the Apple Mac App Store that is tailored for your Macs, whether it's the MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, iMac, Mac Mini, Mac Pro, you name it, these games are tailored for it. So I've got a few games that I'm going to test out, not just graphical high-end games, but also some basic games as well, just to see how they run on the MacBook Pro. Now, even though these games tend to be not so graphically intensive and is bound to take a lot of demand from your Mac, but I just want to see how these little games tend to play, because I've noticed I've played a few small games where you think this MacBook Pro will be able to handle it flawlessly. It's actually struggled to run these games, and it's heated up like madness and fans so very loud. So I'm just going to show you a few of these games, how they play and work. I've connected the DualShock 4 controller, and I've done that via the micro USB cable. Reason why I'm not doing it wirelessly is because the battery is dead. So for anyone wondering, you can connect the DualShock 4 controller with just a micro USB cable. All you need to do is plug it in, and then it should flash somewhat amber yellow, and that's already connected, ready to go. So let's have a look at our first game. We've got we're going to do the Grand Theft Auto series. Again, these games are directly available from the Mac App Store. Now, these are a few games that could handle the full Retina resolution. So let's go to Advanced and have a look at our graphics settings. One thing you want to make sure you do is make sure the frame limiter is turned completely off, so that way it won't limit it. Visual effects quality we've got is low, medium, high and very high, so we're going to leave it at very high. The rest is pretty much up to you. I can't, so for some reason, put that one on. Resolution at the moment is 1440 by 900. Let's just increase that to the full max resolution, 2560 by 1600 at 32. And let's go back and let's start the game.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport. What's up? Carl is sweet. What's up, sweet? What you want? This mama. She's dead, bro.
Currently, the Mac is not heating up. It's slightly warm, not very warm, and I can hear the fan, but not very loud.
Don't waste my time! Yeah, I'm just killing time here. Oh, you're just a bitch. It's your funeral, asshole.
Hey, you two.
Oh, you real hard, huh? was before I fucked everything up.
The dad used to get a cut just like that.
I ain't such a buster now, huh? Ah, you so kind. It's my constitutional right, bitch. You want this, huh?
Right, next up is Vice City. Again, DualShock 4 controller connected. And it works perfectly fine, so the DualShock 4 controller is compatible as well with Vice City. Let's go to options, check out our display. Frame limiter, again, you want to switch that off. Widescreen, let's put that on. Resolution, again, we're looking at the max resolution. Let's just try and focus a little bit on that one. There we go, max resolution 2560 by 1600. So let's go back out and start the game. Again, you could hear the fan.
Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out. He kept his head down.
You could hear the fan, but it's not hot, it's slightly warm.
It will be bad for business. Well, what are we gonna do, Sonny? You treat him like an old friend and keep him busy out of town, okay? We've been talking about expanding down south, right? Vice City is 24 karat gold these days. The Colombians, the Mexicans, hell, even those Cuban refugees are cutting themselves a piece of some nice action.
But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit.
Times are changing.
Don't know if you guys could hear the fan starting to croak up, but it's not hot. It's nice. It's a nice temperature for medium, not even warm. So let's just skip this and just get right into a little gameplay. Again, controller works perfectly fine.
Welcome back to FIFA with me, Oliver Biscuit, the Lady Killer. Let's take your temperature. Oh, baby, you're frigid. Remember, it's Saturday night, every night, with the Lady Killer. You can apologize in the morning.
People 105.
How do you like to enjoy a Rusty Brown's ring donut?
I like to lick.
Alright, next up is Grand Theft Auto 3. Again, DualShock 4 controller connected. Display settings. Alright, we want to frame sync, okay. Frame limiter off, trails on, subtitles off, widescreen on, resolution again, you got the max resolution there. Let's just focus on that. Yeah, max resolution of 2560 by 1600. Brilliant. So let's just go out of that one and start the game.
babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Okay, again, dual shot somewhat works.
And we'll send you a cute kitten overnight. PetsOvernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
Less annoying. A better variety of weird noises and play songs. The station your parents warned you about. More commercials, fewer songs, bigger contests, more winners, fewer positioning statements. This is the one.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
Alright, next up folks, we have Rayman Origins. Again, directly from the Mac App Store. Hey guys, let's see what resolution we have. At the moment I've cranked it up to the max resolution, Retina resolution. Let's have a look. Options, and then you can see right there 2560 by 1600 Retina resolution. Now the problem with this resolution is games are quite fairly slow. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you guys just how slow this is. You can just get an idea. This is how slow it is. Just jumping itself is very, very slow. The whole video works perfectly fine. It's just the general movement, as you can see, very, very slow. So the game is uncomfortably slow at the full max resolution, and at the same time the Mac is getting super hot and the fan is also getting loud. So if we were to bring down the resolution, let's just say to 1650 by 1050, this will be the max resolution that you could crank this game up to. So let's just go back and resume and just see how it acts itself. Okay, so I've died, but it would be good to start from the very beginning. There we go. You can see the difference right there, been taking it out from the Retina resolution. The game is quite fairly smooth and fast. Let's go back, options, 1650 by 1050. Let's go up to the next one, 2048 by 1280, and let's see how that one plays out. Again, this is where it starts to slow down. So this is where it starts to slow down and get slow. So basically anything 14 below the 2048 will be perfectly fine. Let's put 1440 by 900. It's even more smooth. Oops. Right, the DualShock 4 controller does not work at all with this game, so I'm gonna have to unfortunately play it on the keyboard. Let's have a look at our resolution. Now I've got 1280 by 800, and then everything else I've put to shadow, I put it to low, everything else I've put to the highest quality. So let's just zoom in on the settings for you guys so you could get a good close look at what I've put. So there we are. These are the settings that I've put. Now these settings will run the game very nicely. Any higher than this, it's going to lag dramatically.
Corporal, this guy's saying there's more troops headed this way.
You and Williams take out that machine gunners. Then find the prisoners. We're gonna need every man we can get.
Ain't getting through this way.
Looks like we got a machine gun. Watch it.
We got a grenade still on him. We get a great fucking time to use.
Put a grenade through the window.
Now you probably can hear the fan ramping up. I'll just mute the volume. So you could hear the fan, fairly light. The Mac is fairly warm to hot, but not extremely hot as usual. It's around this area of the MacBook where you could really feel it's starting to heat up and heat up and heat up more. So let's just skip through all of this and just see how the game plays.
At least for a little while.
Yeah, I know. You guys kicked Mussolini's ass, right?
Sort of. They had a little help from a guy named Don Carlo.
No shit. Don Colo. I heard of him.
Really?
You bet.
Okay, let's have a look at our settings again. 1280. Let's just switch this off because the game is still somewhat slightly slow. Let's put this up to 4 and go back and resume.
I know guys like him over here, wise guys. You work for them,
Yeah,
you
it's a
said.
lot smoother.
You fuck with them, you die.
Nice to see you've been busy.
You'll get yourself into more trouble, Sheldon.
Yeah, that's right. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, now make a right here. Then just go straight for a while. Hey, whoa. Slow it down a bit. No need to get pulled over for no reason. Hey, Vito, you know what time it is?
It's daytime, not a function hour.
It's time for you to get your own fucking car.
I'd love to if I could afford one.
Alright guys, next up we have Quake 4, again available from the Mac App Store. Unfortunately, DualShock 4 doesn't work, so I'm going to have to go ahead and use the key. So let's have a look at our settings to begin with. Game option. Let's see where we could raise the resolution. System. Wow. Quality at the moment, as you could see, is fairly low. Let's just focus on that. Alright, so let's change that to max resolution we can put is 1650 1050. Video quality, let's just say yes. Ultra quality, so I've put it to ultra quality. Resolution, we're going to put it to the highest, and that's 1650 by 1050. Widescreen, let's have a look what we can do at widescreen. 1280, 800. We can actually go, so in order to put the max resolution, just have to put it to widescreen, and then we'll go up and see how it handles the 2560 by 1600 full screen. Let's go advanced settings. Pretty much everything is up to very high up. Let's just close that. We'll see how it handles ultra quality and a high resolution. Hopefully it will be okay. No fans, very cool, so that's a good sign. No noise of the fan, and the game is fairly cool as well, not even warm, so that's nice, especially at the highest resolution, the Retina resolution. So we're going to play a few moments and just see if the fan starts to kick in while you're actually playing, and the Mac starts processing a lot of the information. The gameplay is very smooth, no heating up of the fans, no heating up, and no sound of the fans. And this is at the max resolution. Let's just have a quick look. Settings, system, ultra quality, max Retina resolution. Let's just push it and see how far we can go. Force ambient light. Let's just put that on by the highest 16. So now we truly got it maxed out at the fullest graphics quantity. Let's just return to the game. Oh wow. Okay, that kind of doesn't look that great. Let's just go back into settings and switch off that force ambient thing. Okay, cool. Righty-ho, let's return back to the game. Okay, that's a lot better. Again, the gameplay is very smooth. The resolution that I have for this one is 1440 by 900, and the settings is your, I guess the setting is high, as high as I could possibly add it. Overall it doesn't feel that bad. It's not smooth, it's okay.
Liaison with the attack group.
Now you can see it started to really slow down when there's so much action going on.
Be assured that I am aware of your strict policy regarding job performance. I won't let you down, my lord.
This shit is slow. It's very sluggish when you got so much happening.
From our focus, maybe. Partly correct. It's possible that I overlooked this when planning your infiltration route.
Failed me last time, Retina.
If that is the case, I assure you.
Increase fire, men! Stop or I'll shoot! I'm hit!
Again, these are one of those sort of games that you can't really adjust the settings to, and it's just the way it is. If you haven't got this, I'm telling you, it's one of these games that you have to 100% get. So I'm just going to load it at the beginning chapter. Surprisingly, the MacBook Pro heats up a lot when you play this basic, simple game. It looks excellent, but it seems to demand a lot from the machine. You will hear the fan about medium level, and it will heat up, quite fairly warm to be honest, and sometimes it can get really hot. So at the moment you can't really hear any fans, no nothing, but as gradually as you go it does tend to heat up. You could start to hear the fan now. It seems like the more that starts to happen in this game, the more heat is generated from the MacBook Pro. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the fan is really starting to get loud, and it's getting extremely hot as well.